Welcome to the CS Cap. Hey, where we do a little storytelling, mix a little poetry, and seduce your mind. Welcome back. Welcome back. How many of us have set a boundary for ourselves, but renege on it every chance we get? I got a piece just for you. There's a time and a place for everything. Like my time ends when the sun is overshadowed. And we tend to borrow time like borrowing that shirt you'll never get back. But yet the anticipation of arrivals throws us off track. We tend to snatch things out of our own, and flooding spaces that asphyxiate the breath of those needing peace, dumping Wahala on those unannounced. They say your word is your bond, so stand 10 toes down. But yet we spread legs and drop jaws faster when you know who comes around. You cannot be bonded to unbelief. Now if I tell you, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of. How many times of repetition needs to be said before bloodshed passes, giving too much for acts that should have taken a bullet? But we're chained to the fear of saying no, become a slave to the word yes. How many yeses does it take for you to realize you never wanted to undress, that you were never ready to unveil the nakedness? Pawn purity for the dollar menu, devaluing diamonds at Dollar Tree. Everything's undervalued when no can't escape your lips. When your hips came back from the Dominican Republic, so they one-sided a bit. When your eyes are so crossed that they can't focus on red flags that tell you that it's better to decline than run up 25 to life. Our words is our bond, but we stay reneging like dropping an ace of spades when we should have read the room and dropped the jack of clubs. And now books getting snatched like lies added to the penitentiary for years you'll never see on the outside. Bounded by preventative choices that should have led with no standing as a complete sentence. Say it with your chest. See, we take friendships for granted, overcrowding schedules that should have had a balance, secretly despising ones we've bonded with because they're supposed to owe you their time, their personal space. As if being alone gets erased, yet our memory needs to free up space. Everyone has a journey to navigate that doesn't dictate another's. Yet some will fuck your man and your brother and call you selfish. Like they couldn't take control of their own person, so they have to overtake another's. Time's up. Waiting on time to erase the shit you did, or maybe even give amnesia to the people you hurt. Praying their no meant yes, or maybe hoping they would forget they built the wall between acceptance and defiance. Hoping tomorrow would be like yesterday, but see, yesterday has already closed. And I pray you pick up your feelings off the floor, because that's where you laid your heart at and never deserved my energy. See, I kept cutting my own flesh just to feel my own pain, redressing situations that should have been stitched up. I put my pain in a loop just to be friends with you when our transaction was complete. More like decline, but I kept swiping you like credit cards, hoping it go through every time, knowing the balance was negative $252.68, and your emotions needed to file Chapter 11. But you were maxing out this friendship like credit cards, never understanding how to take responsibility for your actions. Cut it up. Giving backhanded dissertations backed up in memories that cannot control Alt Delete. Tends to Control C when I see you walking down the street like a physical Control V. Copying swagger that can never duplicate the vibe. So you lied, trying to paint the picture, stating you never plagiarized, but you cannot stop being second to a giant. Never been David. Ain't a beanstalk around to climb to taste my peach, so you can kiss it from underneath. Taste the rainbow. See, I'm supposed to memorize, to treasure the word no. making sure I don't burn out on dreams made for someone else, building up companies' finances while taking a hit to mine, taking the business home while laying loved ones in caskets I never made time for. Should've stood on that complete sentence. Should've stood on me. I could be dead tomorrow, and job supposed help wanted in an hour, letting my teen years drown in the shower, because I'm not supposed to be here. My word is my bond, and I should've stood on it. But I kept praying for reconciliation, praying the wolf was actually grandma, more like someone I was familiar to. And each time I loop, I still lose. My word is my bond, and I should have stood on it. But she was a friend of mine, pushed beyond my goal line and made touchdowns in my territory. My word is my bond, and I should have stood on it. But I kept reneging every time he dropped his pants. He'd make my good stance, and when he released, I wish I took back their chins. Your word is your bond, so stand on it. Don't let your yes take you where your nose can't get you out of. Thanks for tuning in to the CS Cafe. Did we ride your mind tonight? Did you feel good? Tune in next time because you don't wanna miss this.